Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and it is the weekend, and we decided to start our weekend out a little bit different. Chris and I both have a whole host of chores and errands and things that we need to get done today, but we just thought, you know what, let's go grab some breakfast, go take the dogs for a walk along the river, and just spend a little time together before we each have to go our separate directions and bust out the weekend and getting things done. So that's what we're doing, just taking the dogs for a walk, letting them do some exploring. Macy's getting some lessons and walking on a leash and being a good girl. Muggsy has it down pat a little better than she does. But we're just enjoying spending some time. It's a little cooler today than it has been, and just having a nice walk with the dogs. Come on, Mugs.
It's a balloon, the number 4 balloon.
Well guys, I'm back again. Walmart pickup. It seems like I am here every week. I am here pretty much every week. So I was just looking down my list of substitutions and out of stock item, and it looks like there's a lot this week. So I'll have to go over that with them when they come out and see what the actual substitutions are. But Chris and I had a great morning, just really bummed around for a couple of hours, drove around town, took the dogs for a walk, got breakfast. We haven't done anything like that in ages, where we just no destination in mind other than we were going to go get some breakfast and go hit a drive-through and take food down to the river and walk the dogs, and then just drove around. So we did that. Now it's time to buckle down, get busy, and get things done. All right, I have all my groceries in, and they gave me a cool little bag of treats, so I'm excited to go home and see what they have in there. They always have the coolest stuff. And of course, the survey to do with their names. They were good about putting their names on here. So I can do that also. I'm going to get home and get everything laid out. And I had probably about 15 I'd say 10 substitutions or more, 10 to 15, and probably 6 or 7 things that were not available. So I'll have to switch that over to my list for next week. You see those puppy dogs? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go play? Yeah. Guys, I'm home. I have my groceries kind of separated out. My big table is a disaster right now, so we're not even going to go there. Lots and lots of substitutions and things missing. So one of the things they did, instead of the big bag, they gave me the little bag of the Vibrant Life dog food, and just reduced the price on it. They only had these square ones instead of the ones that are like half the size, long, skinny. I ordered the square and the long ones. So they did not give me those. I ordered some more pancake mix. This is the same thing as like Bisquick. Some lettuce, some bananas, some peas and carrots, some Miracle Whip for Chris. I am not a Miracle Whip girl, but he loves it. And we're going to camp twice this month, and he loves it when I make meatloaf sandwiches with Miracle Whip for him. So Miracle Whip it is. They were out of the large things of half and half, so I have 2 small ones for the office. I ordered a double pack of this. I don't know why they just didn't give me 2 of these. They don't have to be shrink wrapped together. They just gave me 1. Mineral oil for my sink. I will link the video up in the corner if you're curious. If you have a granite composite sink, this stuff works great on it. They didn't have any big bags of carrots, so I had to get 2 small bags, and those were like 98 cents each. I ordered the store brand of Italian breadcrumbs. They were out, so they subbed it for the Progresso brand. Raisins, because I'll be making lots of oatmeal raisin cookies soon. I'm going to start doing some treats and stuff for the homeless shelter. And cinnamon raisin cookies I'll probably do. And then we're going to camp, so of course I'll make cookies for camp. Chris loves this like stovetop type stuffing, and there's a stovetop chicken casserole that I make he really likes, so I have some of that to make a casserole. String cheese for Jaden's lunches, and Chris asked for some sensitive kind of men's deodorant, so I picked up this Dove. This was like $5. It's a little pricey, but if it works, so be it. And then Ziploc bags. With the holidays coming, I know we are going to be going through some serious Ziploc bags, people taking leftovers home, so I have sandwich, quart, and gallon. Now, I have not bought all of our stuff for camp yet. I'm going to go through the freezer and finish making my camp list, and right before we leave, we'll get all of the bread, the milk, anything that might go bad. So I have some potatoes. Some of these are going to be for the house, but then I'll pull some to take down there, and we're going to do steak and potatoes one night. Chris requested sausage, sweet Italian sausages, and I know they subbed this. I think I bought store brand and they substituted it for the Premio. And then we're probably going to do like macaroni salad and a veggie the night that we do the sausages on the grill. And then I picked up some Bugles and Alouette cheese. If you have never taken Bugles and dipped them in this kind of cheese, you do not know what you're missing. I was very skeptical about it. But there's something about the combination of Bugles and these that are just awesome. Absolutely delicious. And then another thing that I want to try for the shelter are these 3-ingredient. The third ingredient is not here because I have them in the pantry. Pumpkin spiced muffins. The third ingredient is a can of pumpkin puree that you add to this. So before I make it hundreds of them, I wanted to try a small batch of them, and I'll make those and take them to camp and see what everybody thinks. If they're a hit, then I'll end up making some of those for the shelter. But I just have to grab a can of pumpkin out of the pantry and add to that. And I'll probably make those before I go. It's just simpler that way. But that is camp stuff. And then over here is my Thanksgiving prep. Now, I may have more pie crust that I need or something like that. I may end up with extra stuffing mix, but Christmas is a month after Thanksgiving, so anything I have extra of will just roll into my Christmas. I do not have my flash on, so maybe this makes it a little bit better. So I have my Thanksgiving list over here, and what I already have shopped my pantry for or picked up in past weeks, I have highlighted off my list. So I have 3 bags of herb seasoned stuffing. And for some reason, I think they shorted me. I need to go back. I know I was supposed to have 2 herb and 2 plain, and they substituted and gave me 3 herb. So I have to go back and double check and make sure I'm correct in my mind as to what I ordered, and that they didn't short me. I have 3 2-packs of the rolled crusts. And then I have, 3 2-packs of the deep dish pie crust. Now, I will be making pies for Thanksgiving. I'll be making pies for camp because we'll go to camp after Thanksgiving. And then, like I said, Christmas is right around the corner. So pie crusts just take a while, and I'm not great at them. And these come out perfect every time. So when I'm making large quantities of things, I just go for the store-bought pie crust. It's just easier. They also were out of a bunch of the different kinds of pans and the different sizes that I ordered. So I think I have just 2 4-packs of the lasagna size ones with the lids. But I want some that are the cake size and then some of the small square size. So they were out of those. I picked up a large thing of Caro syrup. I use those for my pecan pies. I have my emergency turkey gravy. So if something happens, which it has in the past, turkey gravy just not turned out that great or something, or it's gotten spilled or it's gotten burned or whatever, I always have a couple of jars of emergency backup, and I'll probably pick up one more of these and just tuck it away in the pantry, and it'll be there for in case of emergency. The kids always love mac and cheese. And personally, if it was up to me, I'd probably just buy the big frozen pans, but those are like 12 to 15 bucks a frozen pan. I really like the frozen like Stouffer's mac and cheese. It's delicious, but it's expensive. So for a couple bucks a box, I got the big thing of shells. I got the knockoff Velveeta, and then I'll add other cheeses and milk and butter and all that to it. I'm going to try a cranberry salsa dip. That's with cranberries and jalapenos and lime and cilantro this year. And it called for cumin. The cumin I've had up in my pantry is a few years old, so I decided I'm going to toss that. I know it's at least 5 years old. And just picked up a fresh one. If I'm going to be doing a recipe for lots of people, I want fresh, good ingredients. I ordered 2 jelly and 2 whole cranberries. They were out of the store brand, so they substituted me for Ocean Spray for the whole. I have my jelly, maraschino cherries, and pineapple rings. That is going to be for the ham. I like to decorate it really pretty with the maraschino cherries and pineapples and brown sugar. And then the crushed pineapple is for the sweet potato souffle. So lots more ingredients still coming over the next few grocery hauls, but I'll be able to put this away. None of this will go bad. I can put the pie crust in the freezer and they will stay good until I'm ready to use them. Get the stuff marked off my list, and then I'll see my next grocery order, more stuff I can order. All right, guys, I'm going to get all this stuff put away and get back onto the house. I almost completely forgot about the little thank you bag that they had here. So while I was working on my list, I thought, you know what? Let's go through and see what they have in here. So coupon book, I think. Yep. Holiday coupons. Mrs. Meyer's rainwater scent body lotion sample. Red Bull. I've never actually tried a Red Bull. Kiwi instant cleaning wipes for shoes. It's always a good thing. Tide Pods. We take these on vacation. Unstoppables. These are great for vacation or travel. A Little Joy Just for You Starbucks. Just a couple little coffee pods of different flavors, vanilla and holiday blend. This would be good stocking stuffers. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, the little scrubbing bubble trial pack, fresh gel, lime scale, prevents buildup of lime scale and toilet rings. I've actually tried these, and these work pretty good and make your bathroom smell nice. And that's it. Bag is empty. So I'll scan this and see what happens a little later, but I'm going to get back to my grocery list. Okay guys, so I have gone through and highlighted everything off. Next week will be frozen items and any of my other non-perishable items that I can pick up. So whatever, all the things that did not come this order, I'll order next time, like the more aluminum pans and sweet potatoes and Ritz crackers, things like that. And then anything that can be frozen, turkey, ham, sausage, that kind of thing. So I have a plan, and so that the following week will be perishables that, let me try and think how many weeks before Thanksgiving. So I think the next week will be all the perishables I need before Thanksgiving, and then the weekend of Thanksgiving will be any items that are last minute that I forgot or that we added to the menu. So we're in good shape for Thanksgiving. Hey guys, I did not do hardly any filming yesterday. I just got back from church. Actually, I just let the chickens out. I met Chris for breakfast after Mass. Actually, let me turn this down. I had on one of the church CDs. So yeah, I realized I pretty much didn't film anything yesterday. And after I did the grocery haul, and I cleaned out fridges, and I cleaned out cabinets, and I scrubbed the bedroom, and I did all this stuff. But I'm catching up on my zone cleaning today, and that is going to be zone 5 and 1, because in a couple of days, I think zone 1 starts. I'll just have to double check with my planner. So I'm finishing up zone 5 because zone 5 is at the end of the month and zone 1 is at the beginning of the month. So I'm going to work on those 2 zones today, and I will take you along because I won't be here next weekend. So zone 5, I believe, is the living room and the hall. And then zone 1 is my front porch, back porch, laundry area. So that is where I'm going to be working today amongst everything else. I actually caught the laundry up last night, but I still have to strip beds. Haven't gotten that far yet. Linens, change linens and all that. So there's another couple of loads for me. But I'm going to go park. I'm going to get inside, get out of my church clothes, pantyhose, you know, just one out, and get on something comfy and get started cleaning. Well, technically, I should be cleaning house right now, but after I came in and got out of my church clothes, I think I really want a nap, and no one is in the house right now, so that's something I can do in peace and quiet. So I'm gonna set my alarm for an hour and get up an hour and get to work.
Well guys, it is a little after 4 and I got up a little while ago. I slept for like 2 hours. I think I really needed it, trying to catch up. But this is part of my zone 1, just looking around the back porch. I have to finish taking my Halloween stuff down. I've started a pile there of Halloween stuff, just working my way around the porch. I have the last load of laundry going right now, and so this is one of the rooms, or one of the areas I'm just gonna have to do cleanup on. Of course, my bathroom. I have not been doing my daily swish and swipe that I should have been doing. So my counters are a mess. I just took out trash, and I do 4 or 5 trash bags at a time. So like I have a month's worth of trash bags in there. So I'll smush them all out, put them smooth to the side, and then as I have to take the trash out, I literally just pull one bag, the other bag's there, and once a month I put new bags in my trash can until I do a party, and then I do a nice trash bag. Does anybody else have nice trash bags? I do one that matches each bathroom. So yeah, that's what I consider my nice trash bag. But hopefully this stuff is going to be going off the counter. I've asked Chris to please, pretty please, drill me a hole in the top and the side so that I can mount a plug bar under the cabinet, so that all of our electronics that plug in on top will get plugged in underneath and just be in a bin under there. We can take them out as we need them, because I hate cords and I hate having things plugged in and dangling. So hopefully that is something that we will get done this week. But this bathroom is going to take me probably 30 minutes by the time I scrub the tub, toilet, sink, all that, and get it back together. So that is on the agenda. This tends to be the hot spot in our bedroom. It is my desk. And as I have been using stuff, moving stuff, rearranging the bedroom, trying to find cards, super glue, hot glue guns, you name it, it gets tossed right here. So this is on the agenda today. And my front porch and front garden area is the other part of my zone 1, which will be next weekend, but I'm going to try and work on it tonight and the rest of the week. Like my mums that looked so pretty a few weeks ago just look awful. I'm going to deadhead them and water them some more, but I think that they have bloomed out, so they will not be all pretty and in bloom come Thanksgiving when everyone comes. Still need to plant my fig tree. It's on my list, and I need to do some work out here in the garden area. I see some weeds that have come up. I need to spray and clip, and I need new mulch. I just haven't had a chance to do that. So But I'm gonna sweep everything, sweep all the windows, sweep the door, Windex the glass, sweep the floor, mop the tile, and water all the plants. And that's on the agenda. I'm hoping tonight. If not, I'll probably end up doing it, finishing it up tomorrow after work. But it takes me a good half hour, 45 minutes to do all that out here. And mainly a lot of that is watering all the plants. And I need to unplug all of these guys that were from Halloween and put them away in the Halloween bucket. I leave all the fall scarecrow stuff, but the pumpkins I do go ahead and unplug and put them up. All right, and this is my zone 5. We normally don't have a table sitting in the middle of our living room, but we had my dad here this week and he has Parkinson's and he needs to either be in a wheelchair or in a hardback chair. He doesn't do well sitting on the couches and trying to get up. So when he sits straight up like that, it's easier just to bring dinner in here to him and they can sit up and they can watch TV and he can just sit right here. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep getting interrupted. It's like I pick up my camera and get a million and one interruptions. So yes, I was doing some meal planning and stuff here and going over my Thanksgiving list. And so all of this stuff is just stuff that needs to be picked up, put away. I need to vacuum the furniture. I need to dust. Those are all the chairs that are peeking out that go to this table. And I think I'm just going to start keeping this table on the back porch easy access so that when Dad comes over, we can just pop it out for him because we don't have any like TV trays. So that's something I need to get. So I just need to put all this fabric away for my next project that I'm going to be working on and just get the living room together. Chris has to glue this seat completely cracked in half. So we just have it there out of the way so that no one sits on it, and just sweep and mop and get this room back together again. Same thing with the hall. Jaden's responsibility is his bathroom. Of course, I will do that right before Thanksgiving to give it the mom touch. But my big thing is my kitchen, and that is just a disaster. My table, I mean, the whole kitchen's not bad. Like the sink, dishes are clean, dishwasher is running, the fridge is cleaned out, the counters are wiped down, but my dining table is just, it's another one of those collection spots. So I have to get to that. But I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go do my bathroom right now. I already have cleaner soaking in the tub on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the bathroom so it's done. And then I think I'm going to do the living room next. So like 15-20 minutes ago, I sprayed the tub down with cleaner. And I'm just going to give it a good scrub and then do the rest of the bathroom. Swish the toilet, wipe the counters down, clear everything off, sweep the floor, and give it a quick damp mop. I should get this bathroom done in under 30 minutes, probably more like 20, and then I can move on. By giving my tub a weekly wipe down, now this is not like getting in there, spending 20 minutes, scrubbing every crook and cranny and grout line and everything, but by giving it a weekly quick scrub down with some spray and a brush, it keeps it from getting buildup. We have really hard water here. We have a well, and sediment can build up on the shower walls. Very easy. Soap scum can build up. So by doing that, keeps it from building up too bad, so that when it's time for my zone cleaning, I can give it a really detailed scrub and it doesn't take me forever. The other thing is you pick up each of the containers in here, and I don't touch Chris's shampoo unless I'm going to refill it. So I pick it up, see how light it is, what does it need, and it also gives you a chance to check things like your soap. So I can see we're getting low on soap, so refill the soap, refill the shampoo. I just buy the bottles like this and then refill his pump because he really likes a pump, and it gives me the opportunity to refill those items. So the shower took like 10 minutes refilling stuff, so now I just need to clear my counters. I need to put this in a bag, and I gave myself a bang cut and that's long enough to actually donate. So, and I had found some other that I had cut to donate from a while back, so I just need to put all that in a bag so that I can donate some more hair. I'm gonna not donate the rest of my hair like lengthwise probably for another year or two, because I want to really get some length. It's down to my shoulders now, but I want to grow it longer and then I'll donate it again. But I just need to put all this jewelry away, clean everything away, swish the toilet, and I'll be done in here in 10 minutes.
just a little tip for your jewelry. I use buttons to hook my earrings together. So you saw a purple button in here in my earrings. So that way it can go right back into my jewelry box. I know it looks like a mess in here, but everything is hooked together. So you pick something up, if it's like a loop, it's gonna be hooked to something else. If it is something like this, it's gonna be hooked to a button. So I don't have that much jewelry. All of it's pretty much costume, but this is the way I do it. It's just tossed in here. But if I need something, I can pick it up and it's either gonna be hooked to itself or it's going to be hooked to a button, and so it's gonna have its pair right with it, and I don't have to go hunting for jewelry. All right guys, bathroom is clean, fresh towels are out. It took me, I don't know, 20-25 minutes maybe to do the whole bathroom. Now before Thanksgiving, of course it is gonna get a very thorough scrub, top to bottom. When I do my zone cleaning this month, I'll do things like fan, vents, trim and all that, so that when it comes time for the week of Thanksgiving, I can come in and just get any last minute areas that need to be touched up, make sure toilet paper is full, wash the rugs, make sure there's fresh rugs. I just washed the robes and those are hanging back up again about once a month or so, just because they hang in the bathroom, throw them in the wash. And fresh towels hanging, Chris's is right there. So that's it. Glass is clean. Everything's clean. I can move on. For in here, before I clear all this stuff off the table, I'm just going to go ahead and finish my meal planning, and then I'm going to clear all the clutter and all the things that don't belong, and clean the couches, dust, sweep, mop, and give the trim a quick brush down, because like I said, Thanksgiving is coming. And I know right before the party, I will be coming back and doing all this again. So this is not going to be as thorough of a zone cleaning as I would normally do, because I know I'm going to be doing it again in a couple of weeks. And the dust just, we're rural, our backyard is dirt. The dust and the dirt just accumulate. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish my meal planning and then get on this. So before meal planning, I'm going to take a look in the fridge, which, oh my goodness, the fingerprints. So we are kind of empty right now, so it makes it really easy to see, because I am clearing stuff out before Thanksgiving. I want plenty of room in all the fridges to be able to put my dishes as I prep them ahead of time. So it makes it nice and simple to see what's here. So I know I have veggies down here that need to get used up because I cleaned out these drawers and stuff yesterday. So I know we're going to be doing lots of salads this week. Back here I still have chicken and dumplings, so I know I have that. I have mashed potatoes left. I have enough meatloaf for one sandwich. I know this is broccoli, and then Chris and I, we actually went out to eat last night and today. So there are fish and prime rib in this one, and I know there's a waffle in this one. So tonight it's going to be leftovers. It will be a eat what you want from the leftover boxes, so those are out of my fridge. And then tomorrow night is probably going to be chicken and dumplings and broccoli, to get that done, and whatever does not get eaten, I'll freeze of the chicken and dumplings. I know I have salads. I want to use up this apple cider. I pulled it right to the front so that when I did my meal planning, I would see it, because it's going to go bad if I don't use it. And I think that's it for now of things that will go bad. So I'm going to go and pull my day planner and get some items written down to eat. All right, I have a quick menu sketched out here that'll take us through the week. So tonight we're having just leftovers from the takeout containers. So whatever in takeout containers is what we're having for dinner. I don't think Jaden will be home tonight. My parents had to go out of town, so he is watching their house, and so I'm sure he's just going to eat something over there. Tomorrow night is chicken and dumplings with broccoli. Tuesday night is going to be apple cider pork chops. I'm going to get pork chops, season them up. I have this like apple bourbon rub, and then I will cover them in that apple cider and bake them, and they will come out sweet and tender. And I'll probably slice up some onions and cover them in onions and cook it like that. And then I have a couple of sweet potatoes I need to use up, so I'll slice those up and bake them.
and then make a salad with the veggies, the fresh veggies I need to use up. And then Wednesday night, I'm going to defrost one of the large chubs of ground beef, probably like a 3-pounder. I don't think I'm going to do a 5. I think I'm just going to do a 3-pounder of meatloaf and make a large meatloaf, or make 2 of them and take 1 to camp. Chris loves to have meatloaf sandwiches at camp, and we're going to camp this weekend. So that way we'll have meatloaf already made up ahead of time. We can just take to camp with us when we go. So we'll have meatloaf, mashed potatoes, mixed veggies, and probably whatever salad ingredients we have left. Thursday night, either we will grab something when we're out and about. We usually go bowling. We have bowling league on Thursday night, so we'll either eat leftovers or we'll eat out, one or the other. But Jaden will have leftovers, and it just depends with us. Sometimes we eat at the bowling alley, whatever Chris wants to do. And then Friday we leave for camp right after work. Chris will do a grocery order pickup for me for camp items. My mom has an art show opening. I'm going to leave straight from work, go to that, come back, change clothes, hit the road. So we will be doing dinner on the road for that night. And then Saturday night at camp, we're going to do sausages with some deli salads, like macaroni salad, that kind of thing. We're going to do sausages on the grill. And then Sunday night, we're going to do steaks and baked potatoes with broccoli. And then the 11th, we'll be driving home for Veterans Day, and Chris and I will eat on the road. But Jaden will be here this whole weekend. I think Trevelyan might be coming in this weekend and staying here and seeing my parents. So no worries about that. There's plenty of frozen items in the freezer that they can just go out, get a thing of stuffed shells or lasagna or chicken and dumplings, because the leftovers will go in the freezer for them. So we are covered for a week, and now I don't have to think about it anymore, and I can get on to cleaning the living room and clean up all this mess. Oh, while I'm doing this, I've already made Chris's pickup list. If I'm able to, I'm going to do a Walmart pickup, so he just has to show up and pick it up. If not, I have it written out, and he can just go in and buzz through the store. I kind of put everything together from the different areas, so he'll be able to just go through, buzz through, pick it up, and throw it all in the cooler that I'll already had prepared for him with ice and everything, so that he can just throw it in and he can load it up. It is about 6:30. I'm over at my parents' house taking care of the dog, and their sunflower tree, bush, whatever you want to call it, is in full bloom. I know you probably can't see this. Ava, she's just so happy and excited to be let out. Jaden's going to be staying here tonight and taking care of her, but she needed a potty break. So while I am here, I grabbed my scissors out of my car, and I'm going to grab myself a bouquet of these and take them home while she is running around getting some exercise and going potty. So these things have such a strong scent to them. And I saved seeds last year, I forgot to start them. So I need to start some seeds in the spring so that I can plant some of these of my own. Well guys, it is now almost 7. I'm heading home. Right as I was getting started on the living room, Chris decided he was super hungry. So he started warming up dinner. He's actually going to warm something up for me while I was over here at my parents' house. So by the time I get home, that should be ready to eat, and I can eat. He'll probably head back outside, I'm hoping, and I can finish the living room. I probably won't get the front porch and the back porch done tonight, but that zone isn't until next weekend anyway. So I'll probably just try and work on it one day after work. I also forgot I have an entire case of apples in my outside refrigerator that at some point I need to turn into either applesauce or apple pie filling soon. So I don't know if that's going to happen this week or next week. In the fridge, they should be fine for a little while, but that has got to happen soon. So almost 7, heading home, gonna eat and get back onto it. So Chris and I had dinner, and then he said he could really go for a coffee and a donut. And I said, okay. So it is about 8:30, 8:40 right now, and he's inside right behind the sign right here.
And he is gonna go get us some coffees. I think I asked him for a chai tea, so I think he's gonna get me a chai tea and a donut. And we brought the pups for a ride, which I don't have my flash on, so you probably can't see them back there in the back. But they just love to get out and go for a ride, so we gave them a ride, and we're getting donuts and coffee, super healthy. But as he pointed out tonight, he's like, you know what? You didn't have to cook all weekend. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you never had to cook. And he's right. The most cooking I did was I made him a meatloaf sandwich yesterday. We went out for breakfast Saturday morning. We got McDonald's and went to the river. Last night we went out to dinner, and then this morning I met him after church and we had breakfast, and then we ate the leftovers for dinner tonight. And I can't remember the last time we did that, where I never cooked all weekend long, and it was pretty amazing. When it's just the two of us, it's different. You know, when there's kids and stuff, it's completely different. So sorry if the camera is shaking. The dogs are like running from one side of the back seat to the other looking at what is outside. But yeah, we're gonna do this, and then I told him I've got to get the living room at least done tonight, and want to work on the kitchen, and we'll see where the rest of our night goes. It's been kind of a lazy weekend. We haven't been killing ourselves this weekend trying to get stuff done, and it actually felt really nice. We're usually just so go, go, go that it was nice to not be crazy this weekend and kind of just take it a little slower. So, all right, I'm gonna wait on him to bring back some horrible fattening food and eat it on our way home. Mugsy, what's out there? What do you see, Macy? Are you guys watching? Are you on guard? Good dogs. Donuts. I thought I would show you what I use to clean out the groove. Now, our windows, they fit in here, the screens do, but they're wiggly. You know, things can get underneath, and things always get into the grooves, and it's all gross, like down here at the ends and stuff like that. Little creatures, little bugs get in there and die. Now, I just did this a few months ago. I think 2 maybe or so, 2 or 3 months ago, and really got in here, scrubbed them all out. But you can see Florida, especially with a light on the front porch, that bugs are attracted to the window and they get under there. I really need to get a tool that has a good crevice, little plastic crevice thing, but unfortunately the one that I have that the crevice thing fits just is not very powerful. It just does not do a great job. So I have found that I just take a paper towel, empty paper towel roll, cut it down, wedge it in, and you can see everything, all the little dead bugs. I know, lovely, right? That it is sucking up. But to knock them loose, I just use a old paintbrush, and I sometimes use this for dusting. You can also use an old toothbrush and something like that. So you just get in all the grooves, knock it all loose so it's easy to get, vacuum it up, and then you can Windex it all out and get the last little bit. The other thing I can use, and you can see how this is so dusty, and literally I just clean these blinds one at a time a couple months ago. Now I dust them regularly, but with wet, I only do it every so many months, and you can see how much dust is built up. Now this is just this one blind at this one window that I just did, and this works really good. You can pinch it down on the blind, you just put it in there, pinch it, slide it back and forth. So after each blind I go and I take it off, I rinse it, slide it back on, knock off all the dust, and do one blind at a time. Now it takes a while, but it's worth it. You don't have to take the blinds down. You can leave them up and clean them and go back and forth, and it gets it very clean. Now I just have to clean the glass and on this side, and then I'll clean the glass on the outside later. But for now, at least the inside will be done. I have one more window in here to do, and then I'm gonna finish up the rest of the glass and wood, finish vacuuming the furniture, and sweep and mop. All right, guys, floors are done. I'm gonna go back right before Thanksgiving and hit the baseboards with a magic eraser. I just dusted them, but entire living room is neat and clean and dust free. And I have Irish Try on keeping me occupied. I have to clear this off, put all the cleaning supplies in the other room, and this is the chair that Chris has to fix that's cracked. So, all right, I'm gonna move on to the kitchen. Well, guys, it is a little after 1, and the kitchen is pretty much clean. It's fine for now. There's no dishes or anything. I have a whole pile of stuff for a Thanksgiving video that I'm working on, but I'll deal with that tomorrow. But the rest of it is clean, and that's all stuff for the chickens. But it's where I can call it a night and head to bed. I'm gonna work on the porches this week. Like I said, that zone is not till next weekend, but that's okay. I'll get to it along with the rest of the stuff in the bedroom, and we are good to go. Pretty lazy weekend, but still relatively productive. But I am gonna sign off here. Tell everybody good night, and if you enjoyed this kind of video, please leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you next time. Good night.